Hi, I'm Lavonda.
And I'm Doug.
And together we are LD Worldwide Top of Mind.
Yes.
Stay tuned. This is going to be good.
This is going to be good.
Top of mind, we say, what's on our minds? Won't you?
Like and subscribe.
Won't you?
Like and subscribe.
Top of minds, we say, what's on our minds? Won't you?
Like and subscribe.
Won't you?
Like and subscribe.
Okay, friends, today we want to talk to you about marriage. So we have been married for 25 years.
Yay.
And it is something to celebrate, especially in today's world.
Yes.
There's definitely something to celebrate. So I married my best friend.
Yes, I married my best friend as well.
Yeah.
And you always want to make sure that you marry someone who you have a connection with, right? So it doesn't matter if it's race, color, creed, religion, politics. You want to marry someone that is in your same realm, that you can have a communication with. And you want to stay on the same page. Not always an argument. You're going to debate. That's just in relationships, you're going to debate. Everybody's not on the same page. I get all that. But what I mean is that you don't go to bed angry of what your significant other says all the time. Because it's not that serious at the end of the day. Let's be real, folks. It's really not that serious.
It's not. But I will say, we're speaking from 25 years of marriage, okay? So when we first got married, did we go to bed angry? Absolutely.
Yeah,
there were times.
People
there were times that we did. Now, should you? Absolutely not. But in reality, you do go to bed angry sometimes, especially when you first get married, because it's just a lot to learn about each other. You marry thinking, I know everything I need to know about this person. We dated for 2 years, and when I married him, I just felt like I knew everything there was to know about him. I was wrong. So I did not know everything there is to know about him. And so I will say that you want to try not to go to bed angry, but in reality, it does happen, especially when you first get married. Us now being married 25 years, and as I call us, we're vets in the game now. It's a different situation. Now, we have arguments, and 5 minutes later, we're back to business as usual. You know what I mean? So,
and it works both ways too, because you think you know everything about your wife, and you really don't. So I mean, it goes both ways. You're gonna find out things, and then she gonna find out things, and then you be like, wow, okay. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, we're gonna work through it, and it's how you work through it to make it all worth your while to being a couple,
And the thing is,
go ahead.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Well, I don't know no couple that has been together, like if you've been together 50 years, you can ask anybody that's been together 50 years, 25 years, 35 years, 10 years, that said, oh, we never had an argument. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're lying. Let's be very clear. Anybody who tells you that we never argue, they're lying. Number one, they're lying. Number two, if they are telling the truth, they're not being honest with their spouse. And so what I mean by that is, there have been many, many, many days where that person was angry about something, but they didn't want to address it. So that's why they chose not to make it a discussion, because they didn't want to address it. And that's not our relationship. We address how we're feeling. I mean, I talk a lot anyway. So if I'm feeling some type of way, he's going to know it. and he's automatically, and we've been together now for, like I said, 25 years, married 27 years, dating, that he would, even if I'm not ready to address it, let's say, he has said to me, something's wrong with you. He's like, something's off. Tell me what's going on. Ladies, I need you. And I say ladies just because I'm a lady and I've done this in the past. I used to feel like he should know what he did And the truth is, he's not a mind reader.
Yes, none of us are mind readers. And gents,
No.
don't feel guilty about not reading minds, because it's going to happen. It's going to be new things that pop up that she might want done that you had no clue about, right? So don't feel guilty, gentlemen. Just go along with the flow, say what's wrong, because there's going to be some things that's going to pop up with you, gents, that you would expect her to know. And it goes both ways. It's not single. It's never single. It's always dual. And that goes from washing dishes to not talking to friends that you don't talk to taking the dogs out to use the bathroom, or giving cats a nail clipping. It could be anything. It could be anything. To not listening to your doctor, what he says, and not listening to her mom or your mom or parents. Like I'm telling you, a relationship is what it is. It's a relationship. You know, you have relations with your spouse, and you have relations with the outside world, which you're bringing into your marriage. And that happens, and that's gonna happen.
So when he said relationships, let's clear that up. He's saying, like, you know, the relationship you have with, you know, your family, your parents, your siblings, you know, your friends. That's what he means by that. Right. You have to learn how to navigate all of that. How
even people you just met as friends outside, you know,
yes.
You want to navigate through all of that, but you also want to let your spouse know everything that you're doing as well, to make it all work. Because if you two are not on the same page, it would not work. She'll be like, oh, I didn't know that. And you'll be like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know we weren't supposed to do this. Or I didn't know we were supposed to do that together. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so, you know, just make sure that you're very communicative. It's very important to express how you feel. Don't assume that your spouse knows what you're feeling and what you're thinking. And our marriage, number one is God. Let me be very clear. 25 years later, number one is God. Yes. Year one, God was number one. Year 5, God was number one. Year 10, God was number one. Mm-hmm. So I say that to say, in a marriage or a relationship, you have to be very forgiving. You have to be very forgiving. But trust me, there are boundaries and there's levels to forgiveness. So, but you have to be willing to let certain things, little things that don't really matter, you have to be willing to just let it go and move forward. And so there are times that you literally have to just pray, you know, God, I pray that I can just, you know, let this go and move forward and like not be angry about this, because it's really not that big of a deal.
Now, we're not going to illustrate on what you need to let go or what you don't need to let go. That's up to you.
Yeah, that's up to you.
So
everybody got different boundaries.
Everybody got different boundaries. Everybody got different relationships.
Sure.
So that's up to you. However, if you choose that you say you really love this person, you really want to be with this person, then that's what we're saying, that you would let it go.
Not everything. It does depends on what it is. So you definitely have to have your boundaries, but it's up to you what your boundaries are. Because there are certain things that absolutely you should not let go, and it's just time to cut ties and move forward without that person. So it's up to you to decide what your boundaries are. You know, but if it's something that, you know, is not that big of a deal, and that, you know, you're putting 20 on 10, just let it go. Everybody makes mistakes. Just move forward. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your marriage. And, you know, just enjoy being with the person that God has blessed you with. So many people are looking for what you have. They're looking for a marriage. They're looking for a good relationship. There's so many, I hear about so many dating apps and single shows and stuff. And it's just so many people out here looking for what you have. So just be grateful. If you have a husband or a wife that truly loves you, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, fiance that truly loves you, and they just made a mistake. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. But if they just made a little mistake, you have to learn to forgive and forget. let it go, move forward, because guess what? You're not perfect, neither.
That's true. And neither are we. We are definitely not perfect. And I'm the first to admit it.
Yes.
We are definitely not perfect. We're not here to say, oh, we're the perfect couple out here. No. We're just telling you what we've been through.
Absolutely.
And how you can get through it. And you will get through it with communication.
That's right.
You keep communicating with your significant other. Talk about what bothers you. And you will get through it. Trust me. It always happens that way. And don't have your friends in your business.
Or your family.
Or your
It's very
family.
important to keep everybody out your business.
Keep your family out your business.
If I have a problem, I'm
Yes.
going to talk to him.
Yes,
I ain't talking to nobody else.
and go in the room, just you two. Like, hey, what was this? What was this about? What was that about? I did this because of this. Well, I didn't know you like that. Well, now you know I like it. That's what I'm saying. That's an
Exactly.
example.
And that's when you first get married, you don't know a person like that. You think you do when you marry them, but you don't. Take time to get them up. Now I know I'm like that. It's been 25 years of marriage, 27 years of being together. Now I know I'm like that. So I know we both know each other triggers. We know what to do and what not to do. Still don't have a perfect marriage. Nobody is perfect. We still make mistakes. We still get angry sometimes.
Yes.
But when you've been married as long as we have, you know how to we going to talk about it, squash it 5 minutes later. We good.
Yes, and we've been going on 25 years strong.
We already 25 years strong. But without God, we could not be standing here before you talking about what a great, healthy relationship we have. Yes. Even though we have a great, healthy relationship, we're not perfect. And nobody is. But we're perfect for each other.
We're perfect for each other. And that's how it is.
Yep.
We're not perfect people, but we are perfect people
each
for each other.
And
that's what our relationship is. And that's what your relationship will be too. You're not perfect as well, but you'll be perfect for each other. Though.
And that's what I want. If you don't take anything away from this video, take that away, that you're not perfect, because I feel like everybody, we're quick to point the finger at our spouse or significant other of what they didn't do right, what they're doing wrong, but we never want to point the finger at ourselves. If you take nothing away from this video, take away from that. Take that away, to say that I'm not perfect. What can I do better?
What can I do better? Well, how can I change? And you will talk that with your significant other. Nobody else has to know.
That's right.
Just you and your significant other.
Yep.
2 people.
So on that note,
stay true to yourself.
Give your just do to yourself. Believe in yourself. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you can always be notified of all of our new videos. Until next time, friends.